As ICE agents ramp up their aggressive tactics to carry out President Trump's mass deportation pledge, public sentiment appears to be turning against the effort. New polling today shows the majority of Americans are growing frustrated at the relentless targeting of immigrants. Our Henry Rossoff is live at Immigration Court in Lower Manhattan with more on this. Henry.
And we've been all over the tri-state this week. I began my week here at Immigration Court in Lower Manhattan, where we found people with still pending asylum and green card claims were still getting picked up by ICE. We've been over in New Jersey, where there's been raids on workers. We were over at Delaney Hall in Newark, where someone who says they're unlawfully detained was finally released by ICE. So despite all of this, the Trump administration not backing down.
Once again Friday, we observed ICE agents waiting in the hallway for immigrants showing up to their court hearings. The arrests have been happening for about 2 months, but escalated in recent weeks.
Once you're seeking asylum, you were doing it the legal way.
Yeah.
And so these folks are doing the check-ins that they're asked to do, and then just being abducted.
And this is far more than the arresting of immigrants who show up to court. Immigration enforcement officials have been spotted in parks around the city and notably raided a wine warehouse in Edison, New Jersey, red tagging immigrants they deemed lawfully in the country and arresting about 20 others. Now, new polling from Gallup, which tracks sentiment year to year, shows a sharp decline in Americans saying that immigration should be decreased. Similarly, the desire to deport all undocumented immigrants has also dropped by 9 points since last year. And President Trump's handling of immigration stands at just 35% approval, another sharp decline less than a year after taking office. Still, the Trump administration does not appear to be backing down from its immigration enforcement efforts, with President Trump continuing to argue that they target mostly criminals. And his border czar, Tom Homan, saying ICE agents can stop anyone they please.
ICE officers and Border Patrol, they don't need probable cause to walk up to somebody, briefly detain them, and question them. They just need the totality of the circumstances, right? They just got through the observation, get articulable facts based on their location, their occupation, their physical appearance, their actions.
So there's really this dichotomy playing out right now. We're seeing firsthand where ICE says and is highlighting online, namely social media, some of the quote-unquote criminals they have been arresting, whereas we are seeing firsthand each and every day people who've done nothing wrong other than be undocumented. So certainly not just targeting the worst of the worst, as was the campaign promise by President Trump. Live in Lower Manhattan, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.